Welcome to Autotune or Melodyne Part 2. Today we're going to reveal the answers from last week's video. Could you tell the difference between two pitch-corrected vocals? Which was Autotune and which was Melodyne? It's coming up. Welcome back to Roy Thompson Audio. My name is Roy. Again, this is part 2 in a series on pitch-correcting vocals. If you haven't seen part 1, you can catch up right there. This is going to be an ongoing series, so make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss our future videos. So what did everyone think about our two pitch-corrected examples? More people preferred example 2 over example 1. Now the real question was, which software was it? What did people wind up preferring more? Was it Autotune or Melodyne? Drum roll, please! The answer, almost unsurprisingly, was Autotune. Example 2 was Autotune, and example 1 was Melodyne. Congratulations if you knew which was which. You obviously have a good handle on how those pitch correction algorithms sound. If you were a little bit more uncertain on which was which, how do you tell the difference between Autotune or Melodyne? What are the dead giveaways? Dead giveaway. To me, the biggest giveaways come in poor edits, either things that have been done too quickly or without extreme care. I think the very last part of the example is the easiest to scrutinize and tell which is which. Listen to the pitch sliding into the very last note. Make. The examples are very close, but it's just a little bit cleaner on example 2 with Autotune. These sliding pitches, the transitions between one note to another, more artifacts are likely to show up while the pitch is rising or falling, and you know that something just isn't quite right with that vocal. The line tool in Autotune edits these pitch transitions like a champ. You can see where the original pitch is and get very precise into dialing in exactly how you want the transition to be. It's as simple as just drawing a line in graph mode. This is a great workflow, and it's why example 2 sounds so smooth. Melodyne needs extra care when you're handling these vocal transitions, and that's because of the blob-based editing. You end up moving the pitch of the entire note and its transition, which is why it doesn't always sound as smooth. Now, you can still get good note transitions in Melodyne. It just takes a little bit more time to make them sound tight, since you can't see the original pitch line like you can with Autotune. The second giveaway to me is with the sustain of the notes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Example 2 with Autotune has a very flat-lined pitch to it. The pitch is just incredibly stable. This is where some of that Autotune flavor and magic starts to stand out in a vocal. Autotune is taking all of the original pitch, whether it's flat or sharp, and warping it down to a pitch center, and literally flatlining it. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a dead giveaway that you're using Autotune. I find it much harder to get this flatlined vocal effect in Melodyne, and that's because of the way you edit note blobs in Melodyne. You're not warping all of the pitch and frequencies of a sustained note, you're just locking it into place. Whether the note was flat or sharp, all of the infrequencies move together. It makes it much more natural and less processed. Now, you can certainly flatten the pitch in Melodyne as well with the pitch modulation tool. It has a similar effect like Autotune, but to me, this is a secondary approach to editing in Melodyne. I'll first snap the note to a pitch center, whether it's flat or sharp, and if it's still a little bit off, I'll use the pitch modulation tool to wrangle in the pitch just a little bit more. So the pitch transitions and the sustain of the note, those were the two giveaways for this particular example, but they're not really exclusive to just Autotune or just Melodyne. They both can suffer from these issues. It really comes down to how you use the tools. You can really screw up a vocal in both of these softwares. So just for fun, let's push it to the extreme. Let's see how the vocal sounds completely flatlined in Autotune and in Melodyne. Ooh, you've got a choice to make. 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 Doing experiments like this, I think, is crucial to developing your taste and your craft. Being able to say, I've tried it a bunch of different ways. This is what I like. This works and this doesn't. Experimenting is the only way to figure that out. If you'd like to improve your vocal editing skills, you can download my 5 do's and don'ts of pitch correcting vocals from the link in the description below. Don't forget to hit subscribe. My name is Roy, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.